Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm going back to Madonna's discography, in particular her Rebel Heart album. Now, the regular edition of Rebel Heart, which I already listened to, I did a first listen video to her Rebel Heart Deluxe Edition album, which had 19 tracks. It was an honesty listening to that album, 19 tracks. But there is also a super deluxe edition, which has a few more songs, and they are called Beautiful Scars, Borrowed Time, Addicted, and Graffiti Heart. And if you thought I was done there, I'm not finished yet, because there's also another track that was part of the Media Marked Deluxe Edition. It's a bonus track, and it's called Auto-Tune Baby. Now, Auto-Tune Baby I couldn't find on Apple Music, so I will actually have to listen to it on YouTube. And then once I'm done listening to those tracks, I will actually have some more bonus tracks to listen to, which I will share with you guys once I'm done listening to the Super Deluxe tracks. They aren't from Rebel Heart, they're from various different remix albums and EPs. One of them is from a special edition, a 30th anniversary edition of Like a Prayer. So there's 3 more songs I'll be listening to after I'm done the Rebel Heart songs. But before we get into the songs, I do want to point out that in the near future, I will be uploading a Madonna album ranking video, which a lot of you have wanted me to do. And I've been holding off on it because I did finish my Madonna discography journey this past January. And I was going to do it right off the bat. I was going to do it in January, then February, then March came, and I felt like I just wasn't ready yet. I felt like after I finished my Madonna discography journey, it was a lot to digest. I listened to all her albums for the first time, week after week, and it was a lot of Madonna. And I felt like I just wasn't ready to do a ranking list because I felt like I needed to go back into her discography and listen to her albums again to get a better understanding of the songs and the material. So now that I've had a few extra months to go back into her discography and listen to her albums again for a second and third time, I feel like I can form a more concrete opinion on her albums. I'll be ranking them based on my own personal preference, my favorite Madonna albums to my least favorite Madonna albums. So keep an eye out for that video in the near future. But anyway, let's get into the Rebel Heart Super Deluxe Edition with track number 1, Beautiful Scars.
Just take me with all my stupid flaws. Take it, 'cause I'll never be as perfect. Take me with all of my beautiful scars. With all my beautiful scars. Always been a rebel, overcoming obstacles. With all my beautiful scars.
Okay, and that was track number 1, Beautiful Scars, and I love the meaning behind this song. It's about accepting people for who they are, flaws and all, scars and all, embracing people's beautiful scars. She's saying, don't judge me, just gotta let me be, accept me, although I'm incomplete, my imperfections make me unique, that's my belief. And then she goes on to say, I won't apologize for being myself, which has been a consistent theme, not just through her albums, but her entire life. She's pushed the boundaries so many times that she's shocked people, offended people. People have turned their back on her, the public and critics and fans alike. But she never apologizes for what she does because everything she does, she believes in. I mean, who wants to be perfect? Being perfect is so boring. I don't want to be perfect. I love my flaws. I love who I am. And I would never want to be perfect because that's what you're trying to achieve every day is just pure perfection, and it's impossible. If I learned anything from Madonna, it's simply just be yourself. Who cares what people have to say about you? Regardless of what you have to say, regardless of what you do, if you believe in what you do, if you have sincerity in everything you say and do, who cares what people have to say? For the bad, for the good, people will embrace you for who you are, or they won't. And at the end of the day, you have to acknowledge the people who do embrace you and people who accept you for all your flaws and all your beautiful scars. So now let's move on to track number 2, Borrowed Time.
Do we need to take the side? It all comes down to wrong or right, who's black or white. Doesn't matter underneath it all. We need to Is it all worth dying for? Death or life, your truth or mine, doesn't matter underneath it all. It all comes down to who's rich or poor, virgin or whore.
Alrighty, so that was track number 2 of Borrowed Time, and wow, these are some powerful songs. If you read the lyrics and you listen to the lyrics closely, you will understand that these songs are pretty powerful, and I almost wish these tracks were included on her Rebel Heart regular deluxe edition. She's saying in this song, is it all worth fighting for? It all comes down to who's wrong or right, who's black or white. It doesn't matter what you're bleeding for, straight or bi, or God Almighty. And then she also goes on to say, so let's live each moment like our time is only a borrowed. Do we need to fire a gun? Do we need to build a bomb? Do you have to stand your ground? It's a war that can't be won. Is it all worth dying for? In ways, this song reminds me of her Madam X album from 2019. Just the aesthetic of the album and her political commentary. It all comes down to who's rich or poor, virgin or whore. It doesn't matter what you're praying for, death or life. Your truth almighty. So you know what? I'm actually enjoying these songs so far. 2 for 2. So now let's move on to track number 3, Addicted.
I'm under your spell. See, I don't know what it is. You were gonna be the one that got away. I'm attracted to the dark. We're gonna be the one who broke my heart. And it was easy to break me. We're gonna be the one that got away.
Alrighty, so that was track number 3, Addicted. Yes, this was really good, I won't lie. Wow. Out of the 3 tracks I've listened to already, Beautiful Scars, Bro Time, and Addicted, I wish Addicted, above all else, was put on her deluxe edition of Rebel Heart. I will also say that I wasn't the biggest fan of Rebel Heart after listening to it for the first time. I've listened to it a couple more times since that first listen video, and it still doesn't really stick to me. I'll go further to detail when I do my Madonna ranking list, my favorite Madonna albums to my least favorite. But I feel like if some of these songs from the Super Deluxe Edition were included on the Rebel Heart regular edition or deluxe edition, I probably would have liked it a bit more. I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying these tracks so far. So now let's move on to the 4th track, Graffiti Heart.
If graffiti on the wall changed anything at all, then it would be illegal. Love is pain and pain is art. Truly your graffiti heart. Nothing's what it seems. She painted all her dreams. She love is pain and pain is art. Truly your graffiti heart. Love is pain and pain is art. Truly your graffiti heart.
Already, and that was track number 4, Graffiti Heart. Wow, this was another great song. As you just saw, I really enjoyed myself. I was bouncing up and down like a crazy man on my yoga ball, and I enjoyed it. Once again, I love the lyrics in these songs. This one is no exception. She's saying that love is pain and pain is art. Show me your graffiti heart. And my favorite part of the song is the very end, where she says, if graffiti on the wall changed anything at all, then it would be illegal. I love the messages in these songs. They're so powerful, and this was another song I wish was on her regular Rebel Heart edition. I don't know, what do you guys think of the songs when you heard them for the first time? I don't know about you, but I really enjoy them. I think they're really good. It's just unfortunate that we have a song like Sex, you know which song I'm talking about, on her Rebel Heart Deluxe Edition, and yet we don't have the song Addicted or Graffiti Heart or Borrowed Time or Beautiful Scars. So now we will check out the other bonus track, which is called Attitude Baby. Like I said, it's not on Apple Music, so I have to listen to it on YouTube. I'm a little scared.
You're not my
Alrighty, so that was Autotune Baby. I'm gonna go on record and say that I can't stand the sound of a crying baby. It's one of the most ungodly sounds on the face of the planet. And to auto-tune the sound of a baby crying or laughing, it just, no. The song itself was okay in my opinion. If it wasn't for the auto-tuned baby cried, I would maybe listen to it again, but because of the cried, I can't. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I can't listen to a baby crying. I just can't. One day, I do want to be a dad. I do want to have kids one day. I don't know when that will be. So maybe one day I will have a kid and I will have to put up with a baby cry. But until then, I hate the sound of a baby crying. If you play The Sims 4, you will understand my pain for all you Sims players. And I am happy that Autotune Baby was not included on the regular release or deluxe edition of Rebel Heart. Thank God. So now that we're done the Rebel Heart era, we'll be moving on to the last 3 tracks of this video. The first one is called History, the non-album track from her Jump EP, which is a part of her Confessions on a Dance Floor era from 2005. Now, I did do a first listen video to her Confessions on a Dance Floor video, and then I did a follow-up video called Confessions on a Dance Floor Revisited, which I listened to remixed versions of tracks from her Confessions on a Dance Floor album. I don't recall including this song in that video, History. I might have, I forget, so if I did, I'm sorry. So I don't remember if this is a first listen of this song. But regardless, I'm gonna listen to it anyway, so let's get into it. History. Already, and that was History, and I enjoyed this song. I feel like it fits in well with the other 4 tracks I listened to, or I should say 5, excluding Autotune Baby, so I'll say 4. It picks up on the similar themes of the tracks I listened to from her Rebel Heart Super Deluxe Edition. Some political commentary, saying, why aren't we all united? I'm so sick and tired of fighting. Why aren't we all together? Let's end this fight forever. Why are we still divided? I'm so sick and tired of fighting. How many tragedies will we see before we come together? And I do sometimes forget that Madonna has talked about these themes in her prior albums from the 80s and 90s about coming together and being united, being as one, not being divided, stopping the fighting and the conflicts and the tragedies of the world and just making this a better place to live for everyone. I have a dream, but dreams are not for free. We all need to change or just repeat history. Why are we separated, defined by our greed and hatred? Why aren't we all united? I'm so sick and tired of the fighting. And it helps that this is a great song to dance to as well, as you just saw. So now we will move on to the next track of this video, which is called Your Honesty. Now, this is from 2003. It's part of her remixed and revisited EP, which is part of her American Life era from 2003.
It's your honesty. With you, I have no choice. It's your honesty. Pulling me closer to you, babe. With you, I have no choice. When you talk to me, and I can't make you have a stand. Make love to your voice. It's the things I see.
Alrighty, so that was Your Honesty, and I could do without this song. It wasn't, I honestly didn't really care for it. I guess it was nice to listen to for the first time and the one and only time. I don't really see myself going back to this song. I don't know, I feel like it's a little forgettable, and to be honest, I already forget what it sounds like. So now we have come to the final track of this video, which is Supernatural. Now, this was included on a 30th anniversary re-release of her Like a Prayer album.
You're a Christmas late one night. I wake up with your
Yes! Alrighty, so that was track number whatever. Supernatural. I don't know what to make of this song. It's so weird, it's so strange, but oddly enough, I kind of liked it. I feel like this would be a song I would play during Halloween, the month of October. And I love the ending. She says, gonna take my pants off for a different kind of romance. That super duper natural big thing. Supernatural thing, hopefully outrageously large. Gonna have my fill. It gives me such a big thrill to be with. You know, as I was listening to this song, I didn't really know what to make of it, but now that I've had a couple minutes to let it sink in, I actually liked it. Would I have wanted it on her regular release of Like a Prayer? Probably not. I don't like it that much. You know what? I did have fun listening to it. It made me laugh, so I liked it. What's also interesting is that in the lyrics, she says, "You didn't seem like an ordinary man, more like a ray of light." And this was during her Like a Prayer era, so this is some foreshadowing for what is to come in her career. So that is that. That is all 8 songs that I wanted to check out for you guys. Overall, I enjoyed all the songs. There was one in particular that I couldn't stand, and we all know which song that was. But other than that, I enjoyed all the other songs. Your Honesty, I could probably do without that one too, but all the other ones were really good. And what did you guys think of all the songs I listened to? Which ones are your favorites? What did you think of the Rebel Heart Super Deluxe songs that I listened to? And I think that's all I wanted to say. Down the line, I might do a video where I listen to a whole bunch of Madonna's unreleased songs. I'm sure I could find them on YouTube. You guys have pointed some of them out to me. I mean, I imagine she must have millions, I mean, I'm over exaggerating, but you know what I mean, millions of unreleased songs. So I don't know, maybe I would split it into a part 1, part 2, part 3, who knows. So if you guys want me to do that video, I will. But if I am to do a video where I listen to a whole bunch of her unreleased songs, I might need some help from you guys. So message me on Twitter, Instagram, leave a comment. Tell me some of the songs I should check out if I'm to do a video where I listen to unreleased songs by Madonna. So thanks for watching, guys.
You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter, you can message me, you can tell me other artists I should check out, I'm open to any artists from any. They can find me on Apple Music, you can check out my playlist, find me on TikTok, so on and so forth.
So thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.